Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with our mixed Manny chat. Today we are going to be doing Color Street's Color Play January 2024 sub box Forever Yours. These are the 4 sets. You'll see that my pinkies are painted right now because I did want to try out the Holo Taco nail polishes that I received in the mail over the weekend. I put up in my Facebook group a poll basically surveying whoever wanted to comment, you know, should I do the sub box or should I do the Holo Taco nail polish? And the winner, of course, as you can tell, is the sub box, but I wanted to try the Holo Taco, so I did that before getting on camera. I put the peely base underneath because I wanted to try on camera with you guys and see if the peely base actually works like it should. I didn't put anything underneath the peely base because I knew from what others have said, do not put anything under the peely base, only over the peely base. And then this has I'm Over Brew and Everything Taco on this finger. And this one has Midnight Owl and Glossy Taco. So let's see how hard or easy it is to peel it off. Ooh. That is pretty quick, actually. Wow. In one fell swoop. I mean, there's little bits right here. Probably where my nails didn't quite get enough peely base underneath it. But overall, that was pretty easy to peel off. That is going to be fun. So I ordered Holo Taco because I've heard good things about Holo Taco. I will say that the bottles are a lot smaller than I thought they would be. But that's okay because I don't use conventional nail polish that often anymore. But what I really wanted was the peely base because that way I would have something to use. And hold on. Let me put the nail strengthener. This is the Color Street nail strengthener. I like to put that underneath typically when I'm doing my nails with Color Street, only because I like having a base underneath. And yes, a lot of folks use Color Street because it's 100% dry nail polish. So it's like, why are you using liquids? Well, they don't make a dry nail polish strengthener for me to slap on my nails, do they? So if and when Color Street does that, then, you know, I'll stop using the liquids. Alright, here we go. Let's see if Midnight Owl is going to come off as easy. But yeah, I am very much digging that peely base right now because that's cool. It's so reminiscent of if you guys have ever bought nail polish as a kid. Or if you have kids and you've bought them kids nail polish. They do the same thing. It's like they don't really adhere to the nails for very long. You can easily just peel them off. So that is what it reminds me of. So I wonder if it's like the same formula or similar formula. Well, I've got some little tiny edges there that are not coming off. And again, probably because I missed covering the nail with the peely base, or it looks like that might be skin actually. But yeah, thoughts on the peely base? I very much like it as long as I make sure I get it on the right spots and don't get nail polish on any spots that's not going to have peely base on it. So I will definitely be using that again. The nail polishes are really nice and easy to use. The Midnight Owl was more of a jelly formula, so it was more translucent. So it took like more than one layer to get that color. I'm Over Brew was real easy to put on, so that was nice. Alright, one thing I did want to test out also before I actually do my nails, I wanted to see how translucent this one is, how sheer this one is, because I kind of sort of had wanted it over, throwing it over that one. But I have to look and check and see if this is only good for a base or if it could be used as an overlay. So let's check that out now. As I've done with other sub boxes, I've tried to incorporate all the sets into one mixed mani. Sometimes they don't always go together, but it's what I want to try to do, is to see how I could possibly make them all go together somehow. These are dual-ended French tips, meaning that you could use them as a French tip, or if you turn them around, it's got that rounded edge right there, and so you can actually use it as a full strip. So I haven't determined yet if I'm going to use all of them as French tips or if I'm going to use them as full strips yet. But this one right here from the sub box, Delicate Desire, reminds me of Daybreak, which is in the core catalog of Color Street. Just came out with a French called Daybreak, and it's got that ombre style that's going the long way instead of, you know, the usual way we're used to. So yeah. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Let's use the tiniest of tiny and test. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to use this as the base itself and have that one over it. See how clear it's going to be, if it's going to be clear at all. Like if you can see the design underneath or not. So here's the test. Ah! Well, obviously that wasn't stuck on as good as I could, but you can actually still see the design underneath. So that is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for it being sheer enough where you can actually see the design. Now the question is, are you going to be able to see that flower design underneath it? And we're going to find out. We so are going to find out. I'm probably not going to use any of these as French after all, knowing that now I can actually layer them. I'm gonna use them all as a regular. So let's get started. I hope everyone's week is going well. Work, as always, was crazy busy. So much so that on Friday when I got home, I literally had dinner and conked out before 8 o'clock. That's how tired I was from the week, using my brain and all of that for work. But yeah, very glad to have a weekend where it's pretty chill. My sister-in-law Carla actually made tongue tacos. They were so good. Oh, before I get started on my nails, here, if you haven't seen the unboxing and you haven't seen the Color Street Color Play sub box Forever Yours, let's just go through really quick. These are the sets. You've already seen that. And these are the designs that they suggested. I didn't like that they didn't have videos and the 3 ways. So if you guys know about these sub boxes, they usually include these pamphlets and they include 3 ways of doing the nails. 3 suggested ways of doing the nails. And they didn't do that with this one. So kind of disappointed that they didn't do that, but I'm sure Color Street has their reasons. Alright, so because I'm using all of these as a base, I'm going to save these rose ones. Well, no, I'm going to use one of the rose ones. Why not? Let's use it on the thumb. We'll use the thumb ones. And then I do want to use the littlest ones for my pinkies. And we'll keep these for later because I can still probably get good use out of all of those. So this one's Forever, Floral and Forever. So let's throw those back in. What do I want to? Oh, on the ring finger. Alright, hold on. Let's think about this. This one definitely has to be a middle finger because of the fade. And then we're going to use, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 fingers though. Okay. So we'll probably do pinky and thumb actually. Okay, let's do this. Pinky and thumb will be this nice base right there. So I will just need this one. And then these Vanilla Romance can be put away. And what we'll do is we'll do one Vanilla Romance as the base and then one Vanilla Romance as the overlay because we know that it will shine through. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Now the big question is if I'm going to use the floral one here, I'm gonna want to not use that because it's gonna look funny over it. So let's figure this. We'll figure it out. Let's just start. Okay. So what I wanted to do, have to use both of these because I was going to use them as a base and use the Vanilla Romance on top. So let's do it. Now, is there a way for me to save that little piece there, though? We'll see. We'll leave it off to the side for now. See if it gets saved for use on anything right now. Usually those sizes only work for my pinkies, though. So it's likely that it's going to get wasted, which, you know, Color Street is meant as a one-time use application product. Just some of us like to, you know, try to stash away the leftovers and use them again if we can. Whether heat sealing or throwing them in our freezer. But yeah. Alright, let's do the other pinky. All right. So today, well, yesterday, let's start with yesterday. So yesterday, I made devil's food cake with whatever ingredients I had in the house that I could scrounge up to make it. And it came out pretty tasty. And I've been craving cake, and none of the bakeries in our area make cake for inexpensive that fit my taste. And so I knew that I would have to Google and find a recipe and do it myself, which is what I did. And so yesterday was devil's food cake. Today I made a strawberry cake. So I did it in the toaster oven and the Instant Pot because our oven at home is just not working properly. It's one of those really old stoves from like, I want to say the 1950s. Could be the 60s. But needless to say, we don't have a big stove to use for baking right now. So I did it in both the Instant Pot and the toaster oven. Turns out cake in the Instant Pot is not that appetizing. It's edible, but it's very dense, like super duper dense, to the point where it's like, I can't even describe what it tastes like because I can't think of anything that's that dense as a dessert. So yeah. Definitely not making cake again in the Instant Pot if I can avoid it. But the recipes that I found and made in the toaster oven were delicious. To the point where my mom is like, oh yeah, maybe you can make that cake for your Aunt Millie, because we have Chinese New Year celebration coming up February 10th, and my Aunt Millie's birthday is the day before. So she was originally my mom was going to buy cake, but then she tasted my cake, because I also made a strawberry frosting with heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, strawberry puree, and vanilla pudding, because that's what the recipe called for. It was pretty delicious, and it was not melting away like the other whipped frosting that I made for the holidays. So yeah, my mom's like, maybe you can make it. So I think I'll be making some mini cupcakes for the occasion. So that's fun. But yeah, I was up really early this morning because one, wanted to make sure I had time to do laundry. Today was going to be an actually like warm day. It's in the 70s here in Southern California, which I know in most places across the country it's very cold and wet. It's been very wet here too, but today's super sunny and warm. So great day to do laundry and do my nails. So here we are. But I also, my sister-in-law had made those tongue tacos. There was the broth left over from boiling the tongue, so she gave it all to us, and so I made soup. So luckily my mom had vegetables laying around the house, because usually I only have Panda Bear buy the vegetables I need for the dish I'm making, like for a specific day, so I don't ask for extras to have lying around the house. But my mom had extra celery, potatoes, carrots, and we had bought onions yesterday, Panda Bear and I did. So I was able to add all of that, shred the tongue, the leftover tongue, because my sister-in-law Carla said you got to get rid of the real tough pieces and the real fatty pieces, but there's still meat, like good meat in the tongue. I like it. And so she was right, you know. There was, oh, I know, I'm going to use these under here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. And then, which one of these am I going to use? Like all of them, basically, because they're going to be overlays. So, hold on. Let's match them up before I get too into this. Okay. This one, the middle finger. If I'm going to use this, maybe the middle finger ought to be... No, I'm going to do it. Okay. Yeah. We are going to use this one and this one for the middle finger. Yep. Alright. And then the rest of these can be saved for using as French tips or another mixed mani later. And which ones are these? These are not, yeah, it was Delicate Desire. That's what these were. Because I was comparing it to Daybreak. That's the one bad thing about opening all the sets all at once. It's like, if you don't know the names of the sets by heart, trying to figure out where they belong after, it's like, ooh, trying to solve a mystery here. Okay, that one goes in there. This one is going to save this. And then, I didn't end up using these, so let's put that back in Floral and Forever. What was I going to do with it, though? I will need, let's see, those are too tiny, and I don't want to use the flowers, so we're going to have to use these. Alright. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Alright, here we go. You want to kind of get them back in the packaging and not let them sit out, because once you open the packaging, it starts curing already. Like, it's already doing its thing, starting to dry up. So you gotta kind of be quick about it. Okay, that one I was going to use, so this one's middle. This one I was going to use pointer. Those are thumbs. I'm missing one, aren't I? I am missing one. Oh, okay. Let's do one more vanilla. But we'll use it as a base. I've seen so many awesome mixed manis with the Forever Yours. I don't think a lot of people had liked this box very much because it was very like light in color, but I personally really liked a lot of the sets, and seeing them on too, it's nice to see. So okay, but let's, ooh, I hate winter time because my nails always have these little hangnails because of my really dry hands. No matter how much lotion or cuticle oil that I use, it always has these. One, because I'm a cuticle biter. Like, I am notorious for like biting my cuticles without even paying attention to it. So luckily I'm not a nail biter, but cuticles I totally gnaw at unconsciously, especially when I'm stressed out at work. So needless to say, it looks horrendous, like my hands, before I throw lotion and cuticle oil on them. And yeah, in the wintertime, I probably have mentioned this in other videos, but I don't remember to drink enough water. And I'm going to drink some now, actually, because now that I thought about it, I'm like, I haven't had much water today. But yeah, so because of that, my nails are like in need of care. Just very dry. And also because I've been doing a lot of baking and cooking, I've been washing a lot of dishes, because I'm the type that when I cook and bake, I wash dishes along the way so that by the end, when I'm done, there's like barely any dishes to do. So I've been doing a lot of dishes. Luckily, Color Street's been holding out. Like, it's been hanging on without any issues of too much wear. And yes, Lacy Business and Bed of Roses and Beautiful Nightmare, which was what I used for the last Mixed Mani, it did end up having a little bit of tip wear, like right at the tips. But overall, like, it lasted like almost the whole week. Like, I didn't have any desire to like rip it off, like to do a transition mani. So that's a plus, because usually in the wintertime my nails get so like messed up that it's like nothing will want to stay on, and I have to keep doing my nails like every 2 to 3 days, which is basically what I used to do when I used conventional nail polish. But I don't have time for that. Like, I don't. Especially having to be in the office for work. That commute time is killer. But what's great about the commute time, if I wanted to, I can do Color Street in the car as a passenger princess while Panda Bear drives me. If I wanted to. Haven't done that recently, only because I have early morning hours and I'm literally like half asleep when he's driving me to work. But if I wanted to, I can always bring my nails with me and do it on our way home. But at that point, I'm just like, let's just get home. And I'm so particular about how my nails look that it's like, yes, you can do your nails in the car without issue, but I only do that in like emergency cases where it's like, okay, I really do not like how my nails are looking today. I need to throw on something quick to cover it up. And then I'll use just one single set, not doing mixed manis or anything, because that is way too tough. And then I'll typically grab just the right amount of strips that I need to do my mani and head out the door with just those strips, because it's way easier when you don't have too many choices and you're just like boom, 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 throw them on. And always, always, always thank you, Stacy Adams, for pointing out this lovely thing. I think they use them for like crafting, for like little bits of like vinyl or whatever, but it's great for collecting your Color Street like leftover like junk trash. So love it. Like, absolutely necessary if you use Color Street a lot. Highly recommend. And you can get them off of like anywhere. Amazon, Temu, Shein, all the websites. They've got them. And they're relatively inexpensive, couple bucks. But yeah, really worth it as far as collecting the junk, collecting the trash. Alright, we're going to use this. I really, not a popular opinion, I'm sure, but I'm loving this Vanilla Romance. Like, it literally matches my skin color, right? Like, but it's got that hint of sparkle, and it just looks, to me, it looks so classy, where it's just like, oh, do you have nail polish on? Do you not have nail polish on? Is that your skin? Like, what is that? Like, I kind of dig that look. But again, not a popular opinion, I'm sure. Here we go. Oh, is there a little leftover there that I don't want? There we go. There we go. That's looking awesome. And my nails are still too short. Well, they're not too short. They're still short enough where I can use one strip for the 2 nails, which is nice because then I have, you know, extras that I can use for later in a mixed mani. Look, that's the difference. This one is a very subtle, almost like you can't see it. And then this one, so it's like it's blooming. That's what I'm hoping it looks like to everyone. That my nails are blooming, because this is what's going to be at the end on my thumb. But here we go. This one's an interesting color because it's got that sideways ombre going. The vertical ombre. But it also has almost like prism effects, like glitter in it. So it's got two things going on for it. And it's really thick. It actually feels pretty thick compared to some of the other strips. Maybe because it was meant for like a French tip, and that's why it's thicker, but it feels very thick. Anyone else's household bombarded with football today? So the Chiefs and the Ravens, 49ers and the Lions. I know I've seen a lot of the ladies that are in my nail groups that I follow on Facebook getting their nails ready for rooting the Lions. So that's been fun seeing all the different color combinations that people have come up with to kind of celebrate the Lions, because their blue's really unique looking. Well, see, the ombre, when it's on, isn't as prominent as when it is on the white backing. So that's kind of like a couple of the sets that Color Street has come out with. Alright. I'll have to do some of that cleanup later, because it's going to take a little bit. You guys don't want to watch me clean my nails. It's going to be a lot. But for once, I'm actually doing my nails at a time where the sun is still out. So I will be able to take a nail fee and post about it on my Facebook group, Wendy's Nail Fee Studio, the same day that I've recorded the video. Lately, I've been recording my videos like at night, and then I'd have to take a photo the next day, and usually the next day it's at work, so I don't have my usual bush in front of my house that I get to use for my nail fees. But today I get to go back to that bush, and it's a weird looking bush too, because it's growing out like all funky, where a part of the bush has like split from the middle, and it looks like it's got like a I don't know, like a duck bill coming out of it. So yeah. But what's great about having that bush in front of our house is it's literally right in front of our mailbox. So typically when our mail or packages get delivered, nobody can see from the street unless you're really like looking at our house. So that deters, at least I think it does, porch pirates from coming over trying to steal our packages. But speaking of packages, we got one today, and it was the nightstand that I ordered for Panda Bear. And thanks to my sister-in-law Abby, her parents gave us a Target gift card for Christmas. We totally used that to get the nightstand for Panda Bear. So after reading Marie Kondo's book, I've been like organizing our room a bit. And now that he has walking space, because before all of his clothes were just strewn across the floor in piles, little mountains. for Buddha to like mess with, which was not fun. So now Panda Bear's clothes all have a place, and he's got walking space, and it's really awesome. And because of that, he's like, oh, the nightstand by my nightstand. So my friend Na, actually shout out to my friend Na, when I helped her move, one of the things that she had given was a fan, like a desk fan. And we were originally going to give it to Carla, but Carla didn't have a use for it. But Panda Bear did. And he's been using it like on the nightstand he has now. But it's a little bulkier than he's used to. And the nightstand that he has beside his bedside can't accommodate for all the stuff that he typically has there. And he used to like lay his phone to charge like on top of his mounds of clothing. So now that the mounds of clothing are not there, he's like, oh, like I need more nightstand space. So anyways, long story short, got him nightstands. So yeah. Shoot, which ones was I gonna use? I was gonna use these. Okay. So yeah. But it didn't, it was supposed to come February 5th, but it came super early, which is fine, but it didn't come assembled. So that's what Panda Bear is doing right now while watching football, is assembling the nightstand. So it'll be nice. It's really cool. It was relatively inexpensive. Like the gift card that Abby's parents had given us totally covers the cost, and still have a little bit left over. So, you know, a really good price for it. I can't wait to see it all put together, because he's working on that now while I'm recording my nails. And my mom is making her from scratch, her pot stickers. Oh god, I love her pot stickers. Like, this is how spoiled of a kid I am, even though we didn't live a lavish life. Like, we were lower middle class. So, you know, not poor, but, you know, not by any means, like, wealthy. But my mom would make her homemade pot stickers, and they're like, everything's made from scratch, you know, all the ingredients, you know, with the exception of, you know, she bought the wrappers pre-made. But, you know, the filling and all of that, you know, chopping all the cabbage and the pork and whatever else she puts in, magical ingredients that she puts into the pot stickers. But this is how spoiled I am, because I used to love my pot stickers steamed. I think it's steamed, not boiled, but steamed. Whereas my brother and sister would like them pan-fried. And so my mom would have to make like different batches for me because I wanted them. And if she made them pan-fried and she's like, no, you have to eat them pan-fried, then she'd have to fry them a specific way for me, because I did not like them like really well pan-fried, like well done pan-fried. I liked it barely, like lightly like fried. So yeah, I'm extra apparently. So if you didn't know that about me by now, you do now. You know that this Taurus is very extra. But I'm excited to eat her pot stickers tonight because I haven't had them in a while. Okay, so far this is what we've got. And so far I'm really loving the, what is this one? Laced in Love over Vanilla Romance, like a whole lot. I mean, this one too, the Delicate Desire with the Laced in Love looks really nice as well, but I like the subtlety of this one. I don't know, what do you guys think? Alright, let's keep going, because we've got this one. It's gonna lay this one down and then use that one as well. And I realized that I did not pull out nail sticks I need to pull out nail sticks and make nail sticks of these. Alright, so this is the solid one from Floral and Forever. We're going to put Laced in Love over that one as well. I'm so happy that I have my new phone, you guys, because I don't have to worry about timing my videos anymore. Like, there's no part 1, part 2. I've already gone over the 38 minutes and 48 seconds, and this will still just be the one video. So, very happy that my new phone has the space for it. So, thank you, Panda Bear, for my Christmas gift. I really needed it. So, and Panda Bear is actually in the process of, he's going to get ready to start his own channel and film his own content. He said this year's the year that he's going to start that, so I'm excited for him. And I'm even more excited that we are going to go furniture shopping so that we can furnish his studio, which is basically going to be our garage, like renovated into his studio space. So with the organizing that we've been doing and discarding of things that we don't need, it's left for space for that. So very excited. 2024's the year of the dragon is going to be full of a lot of new things happening for us. So I'm excited about that. All right. My niece Emmeline, when she was here the other week when we were celebrating her birthday, she gave me back her, like, the leftovers of her color streets that I sent, like I gave her. And it's because she said that they're not sticking to her nails anymore. So something has changed with her thyroid function for sure, because they used to stick to her nails pretty well. And now they're not sticking at all. So she's got like oily nail beds, and usually a sign of some kind of change in the thyroid function. Of course, don't take my word for it. I'm not a nurse or a nutritionist or anything of that sort. I'm not a doctor, but that's at least what Panda Bear's research has shown. Because my niece Amaryllis is also that way, where the color street doesn't stick to her nails very well, and she'll just be able to pull them off like that same day when I do her nails. So I don't do her nails as often. Whereas with Amalika, her younger sister, the nails will stay on. She'll literally like keep them on. Like, she won't even let me use like nail polish remover to remove them. She'll keep them. And they're all like half gone, and she'll still keep them on like that. She's funny, but she's 5, so, you know, she doesn't care as much, I think. For me, even if it starts growing out just a little bit, I'm like, okay, I need to like replace it ASAP. So, all right, here we go. I was going to use, yes, going to use this one. And actually, I think I might use, yeah. No, this is the right one. That's the right one. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh, no, no. Oh, that one's gonna be wasted. That is definitely gonna be wasted. But you know what? That's okay because we've got others and I'm gonna use one other for a nail stick. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's do that right now. Let me grab a nail stick and grab a drink of water. Hopefully this gives you guys, whoever has the sub box, some ideas of how you want to layer, if you want to layer the sets. I'm doing the work for you so you don't have to do the guesswork yourself. But here we go. I need one more stick. And we've got, where is my Sharpie? Okay, Laced in Love. Okay, let's do my finger first, so I know I've got the nails for it. And in fact, might be able to save this end for the nail stick. Nope, that's all bent over. Not gonna do it. All right, so here's the one for the nail stick. Kind of goes well. This one, of course, sticks out kind of like a sore thumb because it looks different. But maybe once I do the thumb, it will look like it goes together better. And let's do that. Let's do that right now. Let's get our thumbs done. And then we'll finish off the nail sticks. Alright, so here's what Floral and Forever looks like just by itself. And if I'm not talking, it's because I'm concentrating on trying not to rip the strip while I'm getting the excess off of my fingers. It's hard to do this during the winter time because my nails are so, like my nails and my skin around the nails, the cuticles and stuff like that are so dry that like sometimes it hurts, like when I'm peeling off the excess, because it's taking off dry skin along with it. So that's not the most fun, but beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Oh, okay, here we go. I mean, it looks beautiful by itself. Let's see what it's going to look like with Vanilla Romance over it. And I have so many of these left over, the Floral and Forever, that I'll be able to try something else later. So if I don't love the Vanilla Romance on top of it, it's all good. We'll try something else next time. And you guys will get the benefit of knowing whether or not it looks good together. So alright, here we go. Almost there. Alright, while I let that sit for a little bit and clean up this, I'm going to do the nail sticks for the other sets, and then we'll throw Vanilla Romance on, and then we will be done. Alright, so what else do we need? We've got Laced in Love. Let's do Vanilla Romance. There's typically one strip that's like it's not wide enough for my nails. I want to say it's this one. That's usually the one I end up using for the nail sticks, because they don't really work for me anyway, unless I take the time to kind of stretch them out, or if I use it for my niece. But my niece, Amalika, hasn't asked to get her nails done since Christmas time, so I haven't really brought any of my nail stuff over. I don't know if she wants her nails done or not, or if she's like over it. I know most of my other nieces are kind of over it, like they'd rather be watching YouTube or whatever instead of sitting still and getting their nails done. So I'm hoping that my niece Lorelai, when I see her in April, will still want her nails done, because she is the most adorable and she is so good. She sits so still when I do her nails that it's like insane. Like, she's better than some adults, I'm telling you. It's amazing. So this is Delicate Desire. And then what am I missing? Oh, Floral and Forever. That's what I'm missing. And I think this one I'm going to use the French tip look on the nail, because it is technically a French tip, even though it's a dual-ended French tip. So on the nail stick, I think I'm going to use it as a French tip. Same with Floral and Desire. I'm going to use that one. I mean, Floral and Forever. Ugh. Mixing the names together. Oh, shoot. Get in there. Come on. Get in there. Struggle is real. Does not want to go in. Go in a little more. Yeah, I need at least a little bit of space to heat seal, or else it's not gonna do so well later. Wait, there we go. There we go. That's in. Okay. This is Delicate Desire. Let's put it up high like that. So I saved those pieces from earlier, but I'm definitely not using them, so let's throw them away. Yikes. Don't stick. Don't stick. Oh shoot. Is that sticking to something? It better not be. Okay, cool. Throw those away. And then the last one is Floral and Forever. Now I just gotta pick one of these to pull back out. Probably the one with the most flowers, because I don't think I will use those. Because if I'm gonna use these as a French tip, most of the design would be like gone. I would have to use it as like a really wide French tip. So I don't know if I will use those as a French tip in the future, but the option's there if I wanted to. Here we go. See, half the design's gone with that. Alright, let's stick these before they dry out. Laced in Love. So most of this mani is laced in love, like for reals. Almost the whole thing, well, not almost, the whole thing has laced in love. So not that many of this one left over. And it's the overlay, which I love. It's a colored overlay. Color Street's been doing much better with those, so very happy to see that. I'm still waiting for, I ordered sets from the core catalog when it launched this past week, and I'm not getting them till like Tuesday according to USPS, so not happy about that, but it is what it is. Alright, here we go. Oh, you know, I didn't use Laced in Love for my thumbs because I'm using Vanilla Romance as the overlay. So let's see how this is going to look. Let's see. Let's find out. Am I going to totally ruin Floral and Forever? We shall find out right now. Oh yeah. You can barely see that. It's like trying to bloom, but it's as though the snow has melted and the flowers are covered in dirt. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. But we're committing to it. We are committing to it. So don't use Vanilla Romance as an overlay. It's not sheer enough, not translucent enough. It's not a jelly. So don't do it because it doesn't end up looking that fabulous. At least you know. So if you watch this far, you've been warned, and hopefully that helps you so you don't accidentally try it yourself and is like, oh shoot, that doesn't look good. But you know, at least we know. But yeah, it's like when you put like nude pantyhose over a bruised leg. That's what it that's what it looks like to me. But anyways, yeah. But we are pretty much done here, so let me just pause for a moment so you guys can see the finished product, and I will do a little bit of cleanup work put some lotion and cuticle oil on my hands and go take a nail-fee so that I can post about it. If you're not part of Wendy's Nail Fee Studio on Facebook and you have Facebook and you want to join, link below. Also, if you don't have a Color Street stylist and you'd like one, my sister-in-law Carla is a Color Street stylist. Link below to her site. And yeah, also below links to the Color Street stylists and Color Street enthusiasts that I follow on YouTube and Facebook are also down below. Last but not least, if you are shopping online and you don't use TopCashBack, you should. You're leaving money on the table by not using TopCashBack. So I have a referral link in the notes, in the comments, and description for the video, I should say. So yeah, if you're not using TopCashBack, you should. But here we go. This is the final look. It's like a Manny in bloom. So these 3 fingers here are looking fabulous. My pinky and my thumb, not so much, but it's okay. All in the name of experimenting, right? So if you watched the whole video and you're still here, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. This week, the emoji that you can put, I don't know if there's a lotus flower emoji, but that's what this reminds me of. But any flower emoji will do. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. Peace.